Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street Savvy, the podcast. I'm Jay Works, the host with the most. We got a great topic for you tonight, folks. Real dear one to my heart. Hey, it's huge out here. It's huge. Let's get it cracking. It's child support. It's child support. Ruin your life as a man and as a father, not as a daddy. Let's go, America. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Well, for starters, folks, it should not be an issue with you as a man or woman taking care of your children that you laid down and had. No matter was it without contraception, with magneceptions, or something you didn't mean to do, but you did, or a person you didn't like last night, you liked last night, you didn't like today, or you planned it, or out of wedlock, either or. But mark these words that's coming out of this compelling mouth. We as human beings, men and women, is built like a machine when it comes to having these babies, especially strong sisters. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bear a baby for 9 months inside of me. I don't give a crap who told me, who tried to pay me, none of that. First of all, I salute all women. Second of all, I beg to differ with any man to argue with a woman about childcare, responsibility. A woman leaps off the porch any means necessary for a child they done had in their stomach for 9 months, 7 months, 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, you name it. A woman leaps off the porch. So you would say, a man do too. Not in all cases. A woman goes to measures that you cannot realize as a man, where women go, I still don't realize it, and I've seen it for years. I know a lot of women who did it all by themselves, who challenged it, who championed it. I also know women who use it as to their advantage. I know a lot of men who don't have responsibilities of TLC, of even taking care of themselves, cleaning behind themselves, washing themselves up, feeding themselves. So how can they feed a child? How can they take care of a child? How can they support any children? I was one of them at one point in my life. I didn't know what none of that meant. I just knew just having them, making laying down and making babies with a woman. Good, bad, ugly, you name it. Fat, skinny, gorgeous, pretty, you name it. I just wanted something I can call my own in all the worst ways. And what child support has done, because the lack of thereof, what I have no knowledge of when I was younger, is taking care of a child financially, mentally, and physically with the loving and caring or roof over their head. I didn't have no knowledge of it. I didn't have the wherewithal. And I'm paying for it today. You would think of one, if you're going to try something, you're going to make something, you're going to bake something, you have the wherewithal what you're going to do with it after you do all those. Me, a gentleman of my caliber, of my color, my nature, or being a man, period. Some of us failed at that pretty bad on all levels. I know I failed of it. I failed. There's no ifs and buts about it. I failed. And by me failing, there comes the word child support. Now, have I been taken advantage of? Have the numbers been as screenest? Yes. Have I bought it on myself? Yes. Do I need to be punished as severely as I have? No. Do any man? No. There's a lot of these women today, and have for years, have used these kids as a pawn, as their advantage of getting money for their own needs as well. And the suffering and pain they went through as far as not having attention from a man or not getting the proper welfare from a man that they laid down and had a baby with. Child support is their backbone. Child support is their Michael Jordan. Child support is their Birkin bag. Child support is their food. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. Child support is all of that. That's something as a man, we should have realized that a long time ago. And I tell you, over my years of being a dad, at a certain point, I had no knowledge of what I was becoming as far as in debt in our society. Yeah. I'm what you called today is struggling grandfather, frightened father, just to stay afloat because the arrears are owed in child support, because the ignorancy of the fact that I had all these kids and didn't take care of business early. And it's kids that I don't even conversate. One I don't even know. And Mr. Jovan Davis, Boston, Mass. If you still live in Boston, if your mother name is Jessica Davis, reach out to Jerry Works, J Works. Reach out to me. I'm reaching out to you. That's a pledge. But child support has ruined my life in all ways, shape, form, or fashion because of me not being aware of responsibilities, and the system has control of a way of stagnating a man to his knees. And no, the kid don't see not a drop of that money on certain cases. In certain cases, they do. You're still paying. Still paying. To this day, I'm getting threatened. Today. Letter in the mail. Hey, your license will be suspended if X, Y, Z don't get answered to. And let me tell you, folks, my children I'm paying for. One is 32, one is 30, one is 26, and one is 24. Yeah. With not a doubt. Two, I never got any DNA or any blood test for. Two, I know I have got DNA for. I don't deserve none of this. And yes, I have spoke to the women. Yes, I have. Over the years, listen, they're grown. They got kids. Can you please stop it? One not told me, allegedly, was in a conversation with someone else and said, hey, I heard what he's going through. He called and told me. This is what one of my children's mother said. But did he think about all that when he was taking me through what he took me through years ago? She said that. Clearly as day. So the measly money she thinks is measly that she's always been using, for what reasons, I don't know. I never questioned that. She's going to keep on. That's pitiful. In my eyes, my son is working. My sons are working. So, you know, child support will break you. It will not make you. It will break you. It will keep you honest. It keep you less independent because some men get tired. And I tell my son, my junior of mine, is please break the cycle, son. He's like, Dad, I don't even know how to start. That's what he says. He says everything in his power. He's going through the same thing I'm going through. One child he has custody of. The other two baby mothers, he's very cordial. He gets the kids on the weekends. He buys gifts. He buys birthdays. He buys sneakers. And he pays a third half of his money weekly. Child support. It's just dangerous. There's an agreement to come to with that. It's just dangerous. Child support rocks a man's life. I knew guys that gave up. I know guys who went rogue. I knew guys who, you know what? I didn't mean to have this baby. Didn't have this baby. Let me get my rights up right now. Yes. I know plenty of guys like that. And it ain't this black, it ain't this Hispanic, it ain't this white, it's all over. Part different men. But I tell you, America, stand up on this child support law. There's ways of fighting it. And men, what you need to know. Child support is not an entity. It's rulings that they have made up by who knows. But this thing I do know, fact, they can't make you pay for anything that you couldn't pay for, that you didn't have the wherewithal or the knowledge or the monies of the time you was ordered to. If you didn't have it, you didn't have it. So as far as the penalties that gets tacked onto the rears in certain states, that can happen. Look your law, go to your family court, look it up in certain offices to help you with that. But in saying that, folks, men, we are our own worst enemy when it comes to child support, when it comes to who we dating, who we trying to date, who we want to sleep with, who we want to have kids by, who we want in our circle. We become our own child support. We become our own child support issue. Right off the bat. That's the truth. It hurts, folks. It hurts. And yes, I'm not going to sit up and hold you. If I would have listened to one of my kids' moms who told me she got a court order, I got the court order she got. So we pay $25 a week. One kid. Then it became two. I didn't pay. I bought everything else, food, clothing. You know, I thought $25 is too little. I take care of my kids. I do this and that. Shit. Child support burnt the shit out of me today. Making poor judgment. Making poor judgment. Child support burnt me. So, America, I tell you again, watch who you lay down with, watch who you come in contact with, watch who you want to be intimate with. That person is not really that person. Trust me. And if it is, watch yourself. God bless you, America. This is Jay Works from the podcast Street Savvy. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and keep following us. We're on our marathon. We're on a mission. Child support will get you by the pants and drag you. Do the right thing, fellas.